You seemed quite excited talking about the community. So I'm wondering, could you go a bit more in depth into that aspect, how it has impacted you personally and the relationships you have built?
Incredibly difficult, but incredibly rewarding process. And you're not alone when you do it, which is the biggest thing that makes the real world stand apart is that in most courses and programs, you feel like you're alone. But in the real world, you've got all kinds of other guys shoulder to shoulder. You're working together with them. You're moving to the next level. You have all different stages of people ahead of you. So, you've got the Legion guys who are ahead of you. Then you've got the platoon commanders. Then you've got the apprentices. Then you've got the professors. So there's this whole kind of chain of command so that there's never a huge disconnect. And you can always access someone who's just above you or just below you. And really it's that group spirit that moves everyone forward. So yeah, in that way, it's head and shoulders above anything else I've ever been inside. When you're in the real world, the physical real world, not the program, it's kind of confusing. When you're walking through your day-to-day life in the real world, you don't usually encounter other people who are like-minded. And growing up, most of your friends, most of your family, they all end up kind of just living normal lives, doing the 9 to 5 thing, or going to school, or just kind of following the basic well-traveled paths that are already laid out for them. And you feel super isolated as usually the one person in your entire circle that wants more and that has these ideas and these ambitions where it's not enough doing what you're doing right now. So, but then it's almost like the whole world is sort of gaslighting you if you only ever live in the physical world where everywhere you go, people are saying, oh, that's impossible. That can't happen. You're not going to do that. Just go to school, all this stuff. So when you join something like the real world program, and there's over 200,000 other students who are like-minded, who have the same ideas as you, it's almost like you've been underwater for your entire life, and then your head pops above water, you take a giant breath and you say, wow, there's all this oxygen and all this air up here. There's all these other people who think the same way I do and believe the same things I do and want the same things I do. And then it's just, I mean, the acceleration in your personal development and your career development and everything of having that many people on the same path or on a very similar path around you is just, there's nothing else like it.